Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden doesn't have to say spring is right around the corner anymore. With spring finally here, he says it's time to talk about grass seed.
Well, April is here, and certainly it is time to start working on the yard. If you haven't even, maybe you've already been out there. But if you're thinking about grass seed, this would be a great time. Soil temperature is starting to come up where grass seed will start to germinate. So a couple things to remember if you're going to do a little bit of seeding. One would be if you're using a lawn care company, make sure that they know that you're going to be planting a little grass seed, because that first step that they put on can prevent your grass seed from germinating. If you're doing it yourself, you can do a couple of things. One, you can just avoid the product in the area where you're seeding, or you can buy a specific product that allows you to seed and control crabgrass all at the same time. So if you kind of look at the grass here, you'll see a lot of you see moss growing there, because part of the problem with grass seed that everybody does is like, well, grass doesn't grow very well in the shade. And I know that comes as a shock to a lot of people. And so what a lot of people do is they plant grass seed in the spring, and then it comes up and they're happy and everyone's happy, they're high-fiving. But what happens is it starts to slowly die out over the summer, and then they blame themselves. So it's not exactly your fault. It's just that the leaves on the trees start coming out. And once that canopy starts reducing the light in the area, so keep that in mind. Now, some people are fine doing it that way, but there could be other, things you could do. You could create a mulch bed, different things. But, so grass seed itself. So here's common seeds. This is bluegrass. So you can see how fine that seed is. Well, there's a little bit of rye mixed in with that. So bluegrass is kind of hard to germinate by itself. People love a bluegrass lawn. So most of our lawns will be bluegrass, fescue, or rye. So I'd get a good combo, sun and shade mix, something of good quality. But the key is, if you just do this, if you do the old, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to overseed, studies show you get about less than 1% germination. So the key there is you got to rough up the soil. So if we're going to do this, look at that. It's a garden weasel. That's America. All right. So you get in there, work that soil, because the seed has to come in contact with the soil. So you do that, and then I like to lightly rake it back in. And I know this is a little tiny spot. So you lightly rake it, not big strokes, just like that, and then press it down. And by pressing it down, what you're doing is you're compressing that seed bed. It comes in contact with the soil. Don't forget the fertilizer, very important when you're doing a little grass seed. And this product right here for small spots. So you said you don't like to do everything I just said. Look at that. Everything is in one. It's got a kind of a mulch top to it. So you literally just put it down like that, and there you go. You water it, it's ready to go. So now is the time. This is a great time to plant grass seed in the lawn.